Alrighty, everybody, what is up? I am back with another day of Spyro gaming, and unexpectedly, I am doing one more stream before my little Missouri vacation, long extended vacation thingy. I thought yesterday was going to be my last day, so a little hype in the comments, H for hype, for one more day of grinding. Today is not going to be as intense as yesterday. Yesterday I was like, I really put it all on the line for a 5-hour grind that felt like 50 years, but today we're gonna just play and just do our thing. I might be still pretty resetty. I think if yesterday I was like a 10 out of 10 like on resetting every run that couldn't PB, I think today I'll be like a 7 or 8 out of 10. So I will still reset a bunch. Look at the music going. I will still reset a bunch, but I'll be willing to do like, you know, some, you know, crappy no resets to finish the day or whatever. You know, obviously I want to have a less struggle of a day compared to yesterday, but we'll just see what happens. Either way, we're gonna grind for the next 3 hours. It's gonna be about a 3-hour stream. And yeah, hype. Let me also make a save state here. There we go. There's the music. Hold on. Come on. Come on, bird. So awkward, this movement. Whatever. What's up, Tyler? What's up, Bambi? PR Sonic and Talents to Talons. Hey, everybody. Manila, Morbid. Chips, Logan, CD. Hey, Tulu. Yep, I thought I wasn't gonna be streaming today either. But it turns out I am. So I'm good. Hype. Let me head over this way. But yeah, I hope you all doing well today. I had a fabulous day after stream. I mean, my stream was pretty good yesterday. I tied my PB. We're still running against the old splits, but tied PB. And basically reset until I lost my mind, and then after stream I went to the pool, which you guys know I love the pool. Played some Tiger Woods PGA Tour, hung out with some of the locals, jumped in the water. It was all very nice. And yeah, tonight I'm gonna be picking up. I'm gonna be kind of saying goodbye to Sarah until Missouri, because she has to go on like a work trip this evening. So I'm gonna like help her go pick up a rental car after stream, and then after that I'm basically gonna be home alone here at the apartment until like 2 a.m. 3. I have like a really early flight tomorrow morning, so I'm just gonna stay up all night most likely and do that. But yeah, hopefully by this time tomorrow I'll be in Missouri. Kind of fun to think. So yeah, one last stream for the fans until I take like a 2-3 day break. You wonder how I'm able to make this jump? It's a really hard jump. You have to jump out, delay. There's like a few elements to this. With any long glide, I was talking about this yesterday when someone was asking about the dry canyon glides. I don't know if you want like a whole explanation on how long glides work, but let's say you're a casual player. This is what like your attempt at that would look like. So you're charging, and then your attempt probably looks something like that, right? Where you charge, but you know, you don't charge all the way off to the ledge. You know, you'll still walk off a little bit, right? You'll still walk off, and then you'll glide. You'll jump as high as you can and press X at the top of the jump, right? Well, that's all completely wrong. That's not how you're supposed to do long glides in this game. In this game, you need to do coyote jumps, which means that you press jump as soon as you are walking, which means you conserve momentum from your charge. See how I immediately jump after the charge and it kind of conserves some of the momentum of the charge? If you do that off a ledge, it's like you jump off the ledge like Wile E. Coyote when he's like over the space, you know what I mean? After a ledge. And this is like a common term in platforming where you conserve momentum off a ledge into a jump. It's called a coyote jump. Alright, so here you charge as long as you can until you do the jump. Then you're not done yet, because then you have to charge and glide in mid-air. You can't just press X at the top of the jump. You have to charge and glide in midair, because when you press X at the top of the jump, Spyro loses a little bit of height before the glide starts. But by charging, you keep full height and speed on the jump. So if you're fucking up any jump or glide in this game, the key is to get better at coyote jumping and charge gliding. Those are the keys. It's not complicated. It's really not anything that deep. It's just not what you would do probably as a casual player. That's all. Just takes a little practice. What's up, Elucidark? Thank you for the 38 months and Mexicola with the Prime. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are doing well today. What's up, Morbid Apple? Thank you for the 4 months. Welcome, welcome. Another funny, like, kind of quirk about doing the longest possible glides in this game is that Spyro's, like, optimal height to glide at isn't what it visually appears to be. Like, you'd think, like, you would want to charge glide at the top of the tippy top of the jump, which is generally true, but when you're trying to make a long glide like this, you want it to actually be a little bit past the point of, dude, this fucking, do you hear this? Do you hear this fucking, we're gonna be hearing this all day. Somebody's like cutting some metal outside or something, like what the hell? Hopefully that isn't too loud for you guys. But yeah, another funny quirk about this is that I sort of wait an uncomfortably long amount of time before charge gliding, instead of just doing it at the very top of the jump visually. Just an extra frame or two is what helps make this jump more consistent. You can barely hear it? Alright, good. It's like loud as fuck for me, so it just stopped. So all good. Today is not my vacation. I'm getting on a plane. I just said this, but I think people are just getting here, so I'll just say it over and over. I'm getting on a plane tomorrow to go to Missouri. I thought today I wasn't gonna stream, but it turns out today I do have time to stream before packing everything up. Let's over to Clifftown. Love that noise. Also, shoutouts to Anonymous for buying some merch, a few t-shirts, among other things. Thank you, whoever did that earlier this morning. Love you. Do I like traveling? Sure. I'm really excited for this trip, honestly. What's up, Squilliam? What's up, Blue Eyed? The Clifftown jump with the firework? Alright, let's go talk about that. Head over there. I didn't realize we were on like a whole tutorial sesh right now, but here we are. So there's a few jumps at this section that are all pretty much impossible casually and take like a little bit of practice. So now casually, what's up Rhino? Thank you for the prime. Now casually what you would do here is like walk off, oops. You would like maybe charge and then walk and then do that probably. That's probably what you'd try. Or maybe you're thinking, okay, maybe I'll just charge up there. So we go there and then we try to charge, but it's just barely not high enough to do that. So what we have to do again is coyote jump off this ledge, charge glide, and then immediately charge after to maximize the height and distance. You can do this with just a charge and a frame glide, which is when you're gliding you can, or when you're charging out of the air, you can press X while holding square to glide for literally 1 frame. So you could do that here, but what I'm doing is I'm coyote jumping, charge gliding, and then charging out. Which sounds complicated, but it's just me doing the movement optimally. That's all it is. Again, as opposed to walk off and press X, I'm charging as long as I can, jumping on the possible frame, square X in midair, and then square again to charge out of the glide. So it's just a few more inputs. That's all it is. Now, maybe you weren't whoever asked about this was not talking about that jump. Maybe you were talking about one of these other jumps here. For example, like to hit this firework, you can just flame at the top of your jump. So there's that, which I missed. So that's not complicated. Really, nothing is that complicated in this game. Once you start, it's the same thing with Spyro 2 and 3. It's like, once you learn some basic concepts of movement, that is flame charging, charge gliding, flame charge jumps like this, you know, that you pretty much know all of the fundamentals. You know, maybe how to turn without, you know, causing animations. These are really not complicated games, guys. There's just a little bit more underneath the surface of a casual playthrough than a casual player would do. That's really it. So I'm done. That's the end of my tutorial for today. If you want more tutorials about this game, check out my tutorials. I have a whole tutorial playlist where I talk about all these techniques and what to do and how to approach the game and all that. Right now, I need to focus on getting warmed up for runs, is the plan. And welcome everyone who's just getting here. Yeah, since I do see some messages about people like trying some of these jumps and struggling. If you're struggling with any of these jumps, that's why I have an input display. So what you can do is you can, and I know you may not want to do this because, you know, it's like fun to play a game without using video references. I get it, I get it. But if you're struggling, if you're trying to learn any of these hard jumps, which these jumps are not easy, you know, it's like they take time to get good at, you need to bring up a video of someone like me or anyone else that has an input display, and you want to copy their inputs. You see, you may not be doing a certain charge or a certain input or other, but you need to study what other people do if you want to actually like make any progress with this stuff. You're not going to figure out every jump on your own. Yeah, I mean, you might, but it's just like your life is going to be easier if you're, when it comes to some of these strategies, if you just watch someone doing it and copy what they do. Trust me on that one. It's the only way I've learned anything in speedrunning is just by copying what other people do. 95% of everything I do in this game is just copied from someone else, basically. So don't be a hero. Just pull up a video with an input display and copy them. That's all you gotta do. And then it'll start to make sense. It's not gonna be instantly easy to do all this movement and jumps and stuff, but it will get easier with time. See, I'm not even perfect. So I'm done. With that. Let's go to Blowhard? I'm gonna do a little Blowhard. Why not? What's up, Bex? Sub GTR. Anyway, you guys don't want to hear me fucking talk about all that bullshit. You guys want to get comfy here. Let's play some fucking Blowhard. Let's do a couple ILs and get into some runs for today. Last day. I thought yesterday was my last day of grinding. Today's my last day of grinding before quitting forever. No, before going on a vacation to Missouri. Which I do plan on streaming out there to some degree, but not for the next few days. By the way, Rhino with the Prime. Thank you for that, Rhino. And yeah, Morbid Apple as well. I don't know if I shouted you out. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Perfect movement. Niall with the $25. Thank you for that super generous donation, man. I don't know what spurred that, but I do appreciate you for that. I'm not really accomplishing much here. Let's go to Metalhead. Thanks for the good luck, Juan Holy Wife. Good to see you, man. And what up, Beppis? Okay, so yeah, I said I would stop going for that strat, so let's just do the level without that. Yeah, just heads up, I'm getting a feeling today is like a very question-heavy day. Don't take it personally if I ignore any questions that I'm being asked, okay? Just want to let you guys know, I do see your messages, but I may not acknowledge them always. It's for my own sanity. I hope you understand. Oh, the monkeys. Thanks for the good luck, McCarlson. And thank you for the good luck. Okay, so we want a jump charge here. Yo, Michael with the tier 3, thank you for 53 months. Put a girl on, you're running for president. Man, I really appreciate the tier 3 after all this time. Michael, I want you to know specifically that there's no pressure for you to stay subbed or tier 3'd in light of all the job search discussion lately. So, but I do appreciate it regardless. Whatever you do, I do appreciate it. And thanks for being around. What's up, Troy? Thank you for the good luck, Scumbag. And Sleepy. Cray, welcome guys. Sup, Troy? Hey, everybody. Yeah, I got a PB tie last stream. I'm gonna be, while I'm out in Missouri, I'm gonna be like highlighting stuff from my stream and posting it on YouTube, hopefully. So, we'll see. Let's head over to, has anyone made it to 100 months? I think Craig's at like 90 something. Let's go to North Nexus. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing there. Damn, should I just do the 120% route in Twilight? Let's just do it, just for funsies. Haven't done this in ages. See if I remember it. Oops. Gotta wait that. Oh, get in there. Oop, I did that wrong. That thing's sloppy. What's up, Slayer Wolf? Yeah, my energy is good today, I would say. Energy levels are solid. Alright, I'm done doing Twilight. I don't care anymore. Let's head over to North Nexus, do some rats, and then do some runs. These are weird ass rats. Appreciate that base. Thanks for watching. What's up, Emmanuel? Doing good. Welcome. I keep letting go of left. You miss clenching your butthole every time I attempted lofty jump. Yeah. What's up, Matt? Thanks for the good luck. What's up, Jetlight? Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, I get that question a lot, like, oh, do you miss 120%? No. I mean, I'm still playing this game, like, every day. If I didn't play this game at all, I would probably miss it. But since I'm kind of playing, like, most of the game anyways today, it's like, yeah, I mean, like, it feels nice to, like, revisit some of those old levels that I haven't touched in, like, actual, you know, months at this point. But, like, I don't know. I've, like, played... You guys gotta understand that, like, I've played these levels all so much, there's, like... I don't know. I've gotten enough of them for a lifetime, there's not really much to miss. Dude, I cannot get a fucking rat proxy right now. It is illegal. Is first try rat proxy mandatory for PB or world record? Well, yesterday I tied my PB with second try rat proxy, so technically speaking, I could PB with a second try rat. But if we're being so honest here, I basically need first try rat on any good run to PB or especially to world record. If we're just being honest there. Like, yeah, theoretically I could have clutched the 1 second PB yesterday. Or whatever, but... Basically, if I don't first try rat, you can basically consider my run dead. That's how that goes. Nothing to prove. Was there ever anything to prove, Troy? Like, this is like an interesting question. It's like, okay, I have like a strong record in 120. So it's not even about whether I want to play it or not. It's about whether I have to prove something. It's like, prove what, dude? What are we what am I proving to anyone here? That I'm fast? If there's anything I'm like proving here, it's just that like you can play a game that you like until you don't like it anymore and still keep going and still keep improving. And maybe even like get something out of that, have some personal growth in addition to that. And in that sense, I'm trying to prove that theorem every day. So if there's anything I'm trying to prove, it's like a sense of like growth and self-assurance in the face of waning motivation. That, you know, that goes beyond like a PB. But I mean, who cares? Like, I really am not like a fan of like feeling like you have to prove something with speedrunning. But it is true. I mean, it's like it's hard to avoid the feeling, well, there's nothing left for me to prove in 120, or oh, I have something to prove in any percent. Like as if anyone gives a fuck, you know? Oh, Dale really needs to prove himself now. That's what I'm saying to myself in my head, but meanwhile everyone watching's like, man, this blunt tastes delicious right now, man, I love Spyro. You know, I've totally lost that. I've lost the whole plot, you know? I can't just kick back and smoke a blunt and, like, enjoy this game anymore, you know? Because I'm so wrapped up in, like, having to prove something, you know? So that's why I kind of disavow the concept of proving oneself. You know what I mean? But I guess we all have something to prove, don't we? I'm going to do a run now. Let's do it. Yeah, I talk about that a lot, Buzz, actually. I talked about when I, you know, years ago when I was starting to really play 120% a lot, sort of neglecting my schoolwork and stuff just because all I wanted to do was stream and grind runs. I remember being very frustrated that I was still like, you know, 5-10 minutes behind world record at the time, despite putting in so much time and effort and really feeling like I was playing well and whatnot. Like, I was like, man, it's just like, I just can't, like, I just can't do it or whatever, you know? And so, I basically gave up on ever... Can I, like, please have the capture back? Rah. I basically gave up on ever getting world record. And at that point is when my times started getting better, and I eventually got record. But yeah, I had to get to a point in this game where I didn't care about improving anymore. So yes, I have thought about that and applied that concept. I think it's a very valuable thing to, and I was talking about this yesterday, is to accept futility. Because this is a hobby that reinforces futility. You can be playing well. It seems like on the days where you're playing well are the days where you get like the shittiest runs. And then when you're not playing well, that's when you surprise yourself with the best runs. There's very much like some kind of reverse psychology thing that I think is an important, like tied in with accepting the futile nature of the hobby.
I'll take that question.
Like, you gotta just accept that you're never gonna succeed. And then, once you do that, then you can start having fun. Then you start succeeding. It's very ironic, you see. Anyways, enough philosophy, enough stoner philosophy that I'm sure many of you have heard over and over. Let's see if we can lock into this run. See what happens. I'm considering today like extra credit because I did not think I was going to be able to stream again today before the break. I'm taking like a 2-3 day break at least. So yesterday was like my last, you know, hurrah, you could say, and now today feels like extra credit. So that's kind of where I'm at mentally, which is nice. It's a nice headspace to be in. Not taking it as seriously, you know. I hope so, Pickle. Who knows? I'm definitely not going to think too hard about it. Just going to try to play the game and have fun. Just easier said than done. You miss when this game felt cutting edge? I mean, like, it is a really good game. Like, I would say it, like, transcends a lot of, like, modern gaming, you know, graphics and mechanics and stuff. Like, to me, this game still does feel cutting edge. The mechanics are super tight. the aesthetics, the color palette, the graphics even are like all really they're all cutting edge to me, even all these years later. Yeah, I mean, sure, Jeff Keighley isn't like having a cum shot on stage over it, you know, but I don't really need that to be enamored with a game, you know? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying, Jake, is that, like, I feel like the actual nostalgia factor has never really, like, gone away. In fact, I think that's, like, the one thing that, has stayed persistent for me throughout all these years of playing the game way more than any human really ever should. Is that, like, I still just genuinely think it's a good game. Like, that's the only thing that really keeps me going. I've looked at this game from, like, all angles, all emotional sides, and I've come to the conclusion that it's still a pretty good game. Whether that's, like, a little bit of nostalgia talking or not, you know, I mean, that's still a persistent feeling for me. So I don't really miss anything about when this game was new versus now. Is all I'm saying. Thanks for the good luck, James. I think another reason why the nostalgia factor, like I don't miss like the olden days of me playing this game versus today. Like I don't miss those days so much. I think a lot of that nostalgia gets conflated with maybe you just miss your life when it was like simpler. It's not even about the game at that point. It's like I just miss like not having any responsibilities or I miss being a kid. Feelings like that. And you know, I don't actually really get that feeling much because I don't know about you guys, but I fucking hated being a kid. All I wanted to do when I was a kid is I wanted to grow up and be able to, you know, do adult things and not be stuck in a fucking school all day and not have homework. And the funny thing is now that like I'm an adult, I have less responsibilities now than when I was an innocent kid. I have less pressure, less things are expected of me now than when I was like 7 years old, 5 years old, whatever. It's a very unusual situation. Not many people find themselves in a situation like mine, but it's caused me to not have so much like longing for my past life, you know, growing up. This is true. Like I always say this, like every day like is truly like I can say honestly like every day is truly like potentially the best day of my life, or like every year is like the best year of my life. I mean, how many people can say that? I have everything I want. Oh fuck. God damn it. Except for the world record in this category. So yeah, but I mean, like, I get it where, like, most people, like, they look back on their childhood as, like, a much more fond time, you know, in their life. And now being an adult sucks because you have all these responsibilities and a job and shit. You may not like your life and stuff like you did back then. But it's just kind of funny. For me, it's the exact opposite.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
I'm lucky to say. Should work. Nice. Yeah, I think that's true for most people. Cali Strax is like, you get more independence and freedom, but you have like more responsibilities as you grow up. For me, I get the best of both worlds. I get more free. I have like the most freedom I've ever had, and I have the least responsibility. It's not that I have no responsibilities, but it's like I have the least responsibilities probably that I've ever had since being a kid. They put a lot of responsibility on you when you're growing up, like. You gotta show up at school. You gotta do that. You gotta do at a time where your mind is like, it's harder to tell like right and wrong, and like you start to desire like, you know, delinquency and things. I don't know, like it's because like there's just so much like pressure for a kid. I feel like to do well in school, to go here, do extracurriculars, do your homework, get good sleep, do right by your family and your parents and stuff. And that's just a lot. Go to bed at a good time, you know? If I had $1 for every time my mom, you know, opened the door to my room, you know, at like 10, 11, 12 p.m. or, you know, at night, and was like, you gotta go to bed, it's school tomorrow morning, you know? I'd have a lot of dollars. A lot of tension. You know, there's so much more tension in your life when you're a kid in that, like, even in like a well-adjusted environment like me. Yeah, forget about being picked up. You talk about like bullying and stuff. That's a whole nother set of issues. All the social anxiety and stuff, and trying to fit in. These are things that I just don't. These are things that took up all of my mind frame when I was young. That like I barely think about nowadays. I don't have to think about those things nowadays. So much is just like off my shoulders in terms of responsibility. In terms of like having to be a certain way or do things a certain way, like I can just be me. Nice. Just to reiterate, I realize I'm a unique case in this way, you know, like most people have more pressures and responsibilities put on their shoulders as they grow older with their careers and whatnot. But I'm just saying, in my case, I'm like lucky that it was the opposite. I wonder how many people are honestly in my position. Yeah, you know, having kids, being a parent, that's another thing that'll kind of, you know, pile on the weight on your shoulders there, for sure. But yeah, you know, I bring it all up because it's like, you know, to bring it back to this game, like when I was 3-4 years old playing this game for the first time, that was a unique experience, and I like remember like the sort of enchanted feeling. I remember this having this thought a lot in elementary school when I would play games, you know, PS2, PS1 were like big. And I remember having this thought. I was like, how do they account? Like, how do you make a game and like have it account for every possible situation that could happen? Is there not like an infinite amount of things that could happen? It's not like a developer like codes every, you know, possible movement that I could make. You know, it's just like what it's like you're so mystified and enchanted like that video games exist at all, that you could like make shit move like on a screen and do something that the, you know, the devs or no one has ever really done before, even if it is just going into some spot or something benign, whatever. I always like wondered about that as a kid, like So that sense of perhaps that like mysticism, you know, that's probably the only feeling that like I have less of now that I'm an adult. You know, that mysticism and enchanted sort of thought process has been replaced by cynicism. You know, perhaps. Or like being excited for when a new game would come out. I'll never forget the feeling of like when Halo 2 came out and I was begging my mom to take me to Target in the morning before school. And, you know, and I was like, Mom, like, it's okay if I'm a little late to school. I need Halo 2. Like, you don't understand. I need Halo 2. And just being so excited to pick that game up. Seeing it on the shelf and everything behind the glass. Having the game in my backpack and, like, not telling anybody at school. Except my one best friend. Shout out Cameron. Or just, like, looking forward to playing a game. You know, it's like all you want to do is just play fucking Halo or play whatever game. You know, you sit in school all day and all you're thinking about is, fuck, dude, when I get home, I'm gonna fucking beat the campaign. I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna do whatever in a video game. For me, speedrunning has like little bursts of that like excitement, you know, and motivation and whatnot. But it's nothing as like intoxicating as like being like in class and just being like all you're thinking about is like, I just want to go home and play video games. So these are feelings that perhaps I maybe had when I was a kid in relation to gaming that maybe I don't feel as strongly anymore. But I don't know. Nothing's gonna make me long for those days. Cause like all things considered, like I still feel shades of those feelings when I'm on a good run, or when I'm gonna go on a trip to ESA and meet up with some other gamers. I'm putting like emulators on my computer. I still get excited for like some, you know, digging into some casual games and stuff. So, you know, I don't need to be like forced into a fucking prison of a school to feel a desire to like, you know, excitement to play a video game. And even despite, like, you know, fucking playing this game until I hate myself, like yesterday, you know. It's like, you can't take the dog out of someone, type of shit. So I don't think that was ever really something that really fully went away. That wasn't a feeling like that's totally exclusive to my childhood. Being excited for a video game. Sure, it manifests differently now, where I get excited about older games and not new ones, you know? But I don't know. And it's definitely not as strong of a feeling, for sure. Not as intoxicating as I would say. Now I got weed and alcohol to help me out in that department. Just kidding. I mean, to be honest, like, doing drugs really doesn't amplify, like, those types of feelings. Like, being drunk and playing a game doesn't, like, make it, like, more fun inherently or anything. Maybe for some of you guys it does, but for the feelings I'm talking about, drugs, you know, drugs really numb that feeling, if anything. It becomes less about, like, when you're doing drugs and playing games, it becomes less about, like, just playing the game and more about, like, oh, I'm gonna play the game while high. I'm going to put a cute little setup. I do this, by the way. I'll, like, make a little cute gaming setup on my porch, and it's more about, like, oh, how I'm gonna play the game that you get excited about, rather than, like, playing the game itself. But, I mean, you know, it could be good or bad, you know. I'm not saying that mind frame is, like, all negative. Your Twitch is broken? Why is that? The spinning Spyro emoji still exists. What's up, Moonstone? Yeah, I wasn't expecting a stream today either, but here we are. I am gonna be offline the next like 3 days though. I thought today I was gonna be offline as well, but actually I have time for a little cheeky little stream. Oh yeah, we are cranking some hogs. Oh, I need that. Yeah, I went to the pool yesterday. It was fun. Played some Tiger Woods by the water. Jumped in a few times. Had some beers. It was banging. Yo, Jake, thank you for the YouTube gift, man. Love you. Need that. I guess I didn't need that. It's only a green. Whatever. Losing a little time here. Thanks, champion. Good to have you here. Is there any way to start liking beer? Yeah, just drink a lot of it. You'll develop a taste for it. But I mean, if you, but like, you really shouldn't do that. I mean, I would not recommend doing it. If you don't like beer or alcohol, you're obviously better off not consuming poison just to fit in, you know, or whatever. Like, if you think I'm gonna like not like, if you think I'm gonna think you're lame or something, because like I talk about beer and weed and stuff all the time. Like, you don't have to, like, if someone like makes you feel ostracized for being sober, that's like not your problem. That means that person is what I would call a bad friend. Because the truth is alcohol is poison. It's like, if you don't like the taste of it, that's good. That means you won't consume it. You know what I mean? So don't be, if you're wondering, oh, I don't like the taste of beer, how do I start liking it? You don't. You don't drink it is the real answer there. I know, crazy thought to like not be like pressured by like what other people, you know, do. But plenty of people, I'm sure plenty of people watching the stream are just like that, you know. But yeah, to answer the question, if you want to start liking beer, you just have to drink a lot of it and then you'll find the ones you like. That's how that works. Eventually, you'll develop a taste for it, like anything in the world. Literally, you can consume any food, any drink, whatever, enough times and you'll develop a taste for it. It doesn't mean you should do that. Drinking black coffee? Yep, hell yeah. I've definitely developed a taste for black coffee. That shit's good as hell. I like it nice and light. My light breakfast blend Folgers. I'll even, if, you know, usually when they give me black coffee at like fast food places, I'll even like fucking go into the bathroom and put like sink water into it or something. Or I'll just ask for a more clean strat is to like just ask for water. A cup of water with the coffee and just mix them together. Yeah, maybe shouldn't drink out of the bathroom faucet. Listen, I'm not, I have some standards, don't worry. I'm not completely degen. Ew, bro, ew. Just ask for a glass of water, bro. I'm way ahead of you. That's like literally what I just fucking said. Ew, bro. Ew. You drink the city municipal water out of a fucking faucet that isn't at your house but is equally as dirty? Ew. Yeah, dude. I see. I don't pretend like, you know, it's anything really that different. I bet they clean the bathroom at your fucking local McDonald's more than you do at your fucking house. You know, I think about that. But yeah, the good thing about fast food places, you don't need to do that. You can just ask for a fucking water. It's free. So I hear you on that regard. You worked at a McDonald's, they don't? I mean, dude, like... You underestimate how little I clean my bathroom. Like, I just keep the toilet shiny and take out the wastebasket. And that's about it. Clean up my shavings after I trim my beard every once in a while. That's about it. What's up, beard? Stop shaving. Good idea. What's up, straw booby? Oops. It's International Sushi Day. Should we go have sushi before picking up your rental car? Would that make you a happy babe? That'd make me happy, shit. Or we can pick some up at the grocery store on the way. Something like that. That'd be cute. Cute little date before the little send-off. It is Wednesday, right? That is sushi day at Kroger. Yeah, good plan, good plan. See if I get the slide off. No, it's fine. When do I fly out? Tomorrow morning. I'll be in Springfield. I'll probably be at the lake house by like, maybe like noon, 1 p.m. tomorrow. Sometime in the afternoon tomorrow. You gonna be there, Craig? Same? Alright, nice. Perfect. Dude, are you flying into... Oh, you're going to St. Louis. Okay. I was gonna say, like, we could give you a ride, but no, fuck that. Fuck you. I'm just kidding. Kidding. No, I'll probably do that tomorrow, Draki. I'll probably do that tomorrow while I'm offline. What's up, Michi? Thanks for the good luck. Ooh, rip blue. A little sloppy. Almost had the big daddy cycle there. Big dick. What's up, Dylan and Bearcats? Thanks for the good lucks. Almost missed him. Oh yeah, even Steven. What's up, Gennaro? Welcome, welcome. Not a bad run. Not a bad run. The gem count should be okay. I think I'm in the 80s here entering Wild. We'll see. Wild Flight. Ugh, damn. I don't know about this gem count now. A little sussy. Thought I swore off slide-offs. Just the metalhead one. You identified two big problem areas. Hold on, let me... 84? Okay, 74. 74. Yeah. I'll read your message in a moment. I'm not sure if you wanted me to comment or, like, give any advice or anything. Feel free to say yes or no to that. Okay, no? Alright, for sure. Well, good luck to you, Mousy. You got this. Good on you for recognizing where the trouble spots are and working on them. Weird movement. Okay, 74 to 09. I mean, I'm just gonna YOLO this. Fuck it. Might grab the extras downstairs. We'll see. I'm gonna grab these three. Oop, just kidding. I'm gonna not YOLO it. That bonk changed my whole strat there. Get up there, dude. The frogs are easy if you charge them correctly. If you get good at flame charging, the frogs become a lot easier. As well as recognizing their movement cycles. They don't attack when they're moving from one position to another. It's worth noting. But even if they are ready to attack you, if you flame charge them well, it's not a problem. But you know, all easier said than done. A little bit of an awkward ending, but we're good. See if I'm probably not going to save time here. Hopefully we're still even. Alright, hey, saved a second. Yo, Lozzie, thank you for the good lucks. Welcome, welcome. It's gonna be a little weird here. Thank you for the raid, Laura. Thank you for converting your room temperature to Fahrenheit for me. I appreciate that. Oh. Take a cold shower or something, man. You deserve it. Bitch. Sakura, thank you for the 9 months. Welcome. Don't let it die in Dreamweaver's homeworld. Alright, I'll be sure to stress that part a little bit more today. Ooh. A little awkward. Still saving some good time, though. Good thing I didn't bonk off the edge. That usually is what happens in that situation. Got lucky. 6-1. We're doing good in gems, on gems. In and on and around gems. Oh, I was not holding X. No. Okay, we are not flopping here. Need all but one of these reds. He got me, you fucking bitch. No, dude. God damn it. There goes the strat. There goes a good chunk of green right there. Hopefully no more than like 5 seconds lost here. Also going to make things really difficult in the Dreamweaver's homeworld. I need a lucky fodder and the damageless jump. So not good, everybody. Not good. I'm looking well poised to choke the Dreamweaver's homeworld at this point. In Laura's honor. Still green. I guess you're supposed to grab that chicken there, right? I'm so not used to that recovery. I just hope for like the luckier one here at the start. I will go, but obviously it puts me in a situation where I have to go out of my way if necessary for the mushroom here right at the start, so might have been wiser to grab that. No, not that bad. Oh my god, I almost threw that. Get up there. Sheesh, man. Still green, I think, just barely. Probably losing another second or two there at least. Good lord. Ugh. Oh. Here we go. Oh, it's fine. Come on. Getting every dumb bonk in the world right now. Oh, dude. Am I losing all my green here? I might be. I did have 3 seconds to save here, so hopefully maybe still green. I don't know. That was really bad, though, overall. I pretty much fucked up every little thing you could fuck up there without it being, like, too major. Pretty bad. Just focus. Man, let me talk, bro. What, you don't want me to talk? Blah, 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 blah. I'm talking and throwing the run. You like that? Well, this run's pretty much dead. I need like the craziest, fastest rat ever. See if we can't tie it again here. Ooh, it was a good try, good try. A little too far to the right, but that was a good try. Valid attempt. I should probably reverse this one. Probably decided way too late. Yeah, definitely did decide that way too late. Nice, nice. Alright, what do we look at? Low 37 still. This is gonna be like a 37-20, I want to say, something like that. Very nice. Or maybe not very nice. Depends on how you consider very nice. If I'm a failure, like, you guys just let me know. That run was basically a total choke there from Jock to the end, but I think I still closed it out pretty respectably. Or I will close it out pretty respectably. You guys let me know whether you enjoyed the run or not. Me personally, I feel nothing. GG.
Sorry I took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Ganasty Ganork?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly.
Well, I mean, not much to say. I threw
What
it.
will you do next?
I'd say the sky's
Still
the
was an
limit.
okay ending. GG. I'm gonna go pee and I guess I'll try another one. I'm definitely feeling that same like emptiness from yesterday. Like when I was like 4 or 5 hours in, I just felt so empty, you know? So yeah. We'll see, I guess I'll just do another, you know, I got time. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be right back. Stick around for more runs. While the game loads up, I'm gonna grab some more water.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Yeah, thinking about it, in 120%, I used to be really good about appreciating like a run that's like a minute within a minute of my PB. In any percent, I'm really bad at that. At any percent, I really just don't like any run that is like near PB that chokes it.
Oh, it's been
Even though that's like the thing that happens in this category all the time. It's like hardly even my fault at a point. But yet, I mean, I can't, it's hard for me to be happy with that 37-22. It really is. Even though I had a strong third try rat. I kept it together as well as I could. Timer. I kept it together as well as I could have, you know, despite Jock being really annoying. So there's a lot to be proud of there, but like, it's just, I don't know. It's hard for me to like, in 120%, it was so much easier for me to be like, yeah, I recovered that strong, like on a run like that, but on any percent, I don't know. I just feel empty, is all I can really say. Maybe like in like as a category difference, it's like in 120%, it really feels like if you take a bad run but like make it good by the end, like there's something really to be said for the effort there. I think compared to this category, like yeah, someone's saying this is a shorter category, so it just feels like a whole like it feels like it's kind of out of your hands at a certain point. I mean, there's less of that sense of like, all right, let me recover this strong and show what I'm made of. Even though that's basically what I did on the last run, it's like you don't really feel that so much here. I miss 120%. I mean, all I'm saying is I miss, it's not that I miss the category. I'm just saying that I specifically miss the feeling of like being proud when a run is good, but not like PB. I haven't had that in this category in a while.
Okay, rolling. Oh, it's been peaceful.
Should work. What's up, John Bondi? Welcome, welcome. What's up, T. Elizabeth and Logan? What's up, J-Mar? This is just a button-up shirt. I don't know if it counts as either a pajama or dress shirt. I don't think it counts as either of those things. It's just a button-up. Button-up short sleeve. Cotton. I don't know. Whatever designation you want to give it is fine with me. I like this shirt, though. Fuck. Thanks for the good luck, Norkson. Hope you're having a good day. I saw you were saying your back was bad. Hope that gets better soon. Hopefully the gaming isn't contributing to that. That was happening to me for a while. I had to get a memory foam like butt cushion for my chair. That helped me out a lot. What's up, Cam? I got a 37-22 just now. Choked PB in Jock, which I am known for at this point. Yeah, get a memory foam seat pad, like one of those butt pads that you put on top of your gamer chair. If you don't want to buy a whole new chair, that is. That's like a good strat. What's up, Finn? Thank you for the good luck. I'm sorry, I haven't been keeping up with what you've been saying to you, Elizabeth. 5 times what has happened? You have too much D-Rust to do in 120. It's like kind of making you not want to play, is kind of what you're saying. Is what I'm extrapolating from that message. If that's the case, think of it this way, is that, and this is gonna sound like really fucked up, but hear me out. Think of it this way, is instead of like, oh, I have to de-rust, blah, 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 all this stuff, relearn, whatever, which is true, maybe. Think of it this way, is you're just bad and you're never gonna be good again. And then go into it with that attitude, and then if you could still play with that attitude, then you're golden. You gotta just have that attitude until you're actually better than what you were before. I'm telling you, Finn, when I was like a fucking sub 130 gamer, that was the strat, is to just be like, I'd be looking at people with such good runs. I'd be watching Saboom stream and stuff, I'd be like, dude, I'm never gonna do this. And man, like, I'm all rusty, you know, I'd be like in school, so I wouldn't like fucking stream for a week. I'd be like, oh, I'm so rusty, blah, blah, blah. It kind of like kills the motivation. So it's like, wait a minute, I'm just bad. I'm just the guy that's bad. Once you like take that persona, oh my god, things get so much easier. I wish I could have that, like, still. I really, I've lost that attitude big time. So many days lately is like I've just been trying to be good and stuff. Oh, I'm good, I can be good. It's like I want to break this mold of being like, you know, of composer is better, you know? All this fake rivalry that no one gives a fuck about. Has pulled me out of like the, oh, I'm bad and that's okay, you know, mindset. It's been such a struggle for me. Glitched, thank you for the 49 viewer raid. Hope you're doing well today. It's like I want to have like a world record or at least near world record, so that way there's no like question anymore that like I'm on composer's level, you know? So that's like, because I've been trying to do that so much, it's like I can't just be okay with being bad, you know what I mean? Which is really annoying. It makes me not enjoy runs that are like good. Like I literally just had a 37-22 with third try rat earlier. 3 seconds behind PB going into rat, and I just felt nothing. I was like, this isn't good enough. And that's just a horrible place to be. You just can't enjoy anything. Because it's like, so what if composer's better than me, you know? Why am I letting that get in the way of me just like enjoying a bad run? I really do let that get in the way of me enjoying a bad run. So I need to start looking at composer like how I used to look at Saboom like years ago, where it's like, oh, I'll just never beat them, and I want to get in that headspace where it's just I'll just never beat them, and just see what the best approach is with that in mind. Oops, that was terrible. I don't know why my flame didn't come out there. I think it's because I missed the glide. Rip blue. Man, it's an awful gem collection here. Yeah, dude, I literally fucking tied my PB yesterday, and I was just like, I felt empty after. I didn't feel like stoked on that. Like, after the fact, like, I can look back on it and be like, okay, that was good. But, like, in the moment, it just feels like, everything just feels like a failure. Even the good runs, which is, like, really bad. Feels bad, man. Dude, just get around. I can't. What is this movement, dude? I'm so bad. Throwing seconds over nothing. Please, man. Please. It's you could feel the desperation, you know? You can feel the once you're playing like a desperate son of a bitch, you know, it's like the same thing as when you're desperate with a girl, you know? You guys ever been desperate with someone's significant other, always trying to get their attention, trying to text them, you know, whatever. It's like it pushes them away. It's the same thing in speedrunning. When you're desperate to be good, it pushes you away from success. That's why I'm telling you guys, like, the best thing you could do is just accept that you suck. I'm telling you, it sounds awful, but it's like truly like sets your mind free. And I'm currently not there yet. And I've been there, but I've been able to get to that point mentally before. I'm just not there right now. It's hard to be at that point when you're so close to PB and world record, you know? It is hard. I think it is hard in given the context of my runs. Spyro 2 or 3 runs to cleanse the palate. You must be new here. Welcome, Clips. I hope you enjoy your time. I've seen you in the past few streams. You should know, looking back through my videos, that I'm not one to just hop categories on a whim like that. Many speedrunners are like that, and I respect it, but that's not my style. It would not make me happy to just randomly do the worst Spyro 2 run of my life right now. I really don't even want to be like away from this game, you know? It's like, yeah, it's like the assumption there is that like this game is driving me crazy. It's the game's fault, you know, or something. These are all feelings that I would need to work through by doing more runs, you see. I know that sounds like maybe stupid, but it is what it is. I'm only like delaying me working through this by trying to switch games or something. Can't run away from your problems. Yeah, I know. I know how much joy the gulp fight sparks in speedrunners. I know. So, you'll have to forgive me for not desiring any of that at the moment. What's up, Cycle? Thanks for the prime. Now I know you're just trolling, Clips. I'm sensitive, man. Have mercy on me. But thank you for the prime again, Cycle. I love you. The custom cheats that DuckStation has is so much fun. Yeah, definitely. They definitely are. Shout out to Jamie. He's your inspiration. Not me. I'm not your inspiration. I'm just kidding. As if you could only have one, right? No, and I hear you. It is definitely easier to be inspired by someone that's like closer to your skill level. It was like that with me and Hummeldon back in 2016, and Gazco, and a few other players. We were all like in a similar PB range at the time. I felt a lot more. I felt a lot closer to Hum as a runner, you know. So I was more intrigued by his runs and his grind than just watching, you know, the record holder. So I totally get it. Do you need gems? Exclamation point requirements in the chat. Super behind the cycle for some reason. With blue. You know, I say this with all, and I should just ignore messages that just suggest other games, but I just want to make this like really clear. I'm not interested in playing another game right now on stream. I'll play other games off stream, but on stream I'm more interested in continuing this grind. Sorry guys, sorry to all the casual I know some of you guys like my casual playthroughs and stuff, but please, I'm not, the suggestion box is not open at the moment. What's up, Poopy Pants? Thanks for the good luck. Yeah, I appreciate the have fun on the trip as well. It's gonna be a nice one. What's up, Kenneth? I got a 3722 plus 3 on PB going into Rat Proxy. Fuck. We could do rotations. Yeah, I mean, sure. It doesn't matter. Like, you know. There's all the time in the way. If we really were dedicated, we could just like fucking play Slippy with each other and shit. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not that dedicated. I'm not like tripping one way or the other. I will play some Melee with Composer and get some tips from them, but I mean, I'm not like, I'm not tripping one way or the other. There's nothing really to miss, you know? When you have all the time in the world. No, dude. Terrible. Terrible supercharge. You get angry when you play Melee? Yeah. I mean, I think for me, I used to try to be like sweaty in Melee with Craig, but I wouldn't practice enough for it to actually be like useful or relevant. So yeah, it definitely created like a sort of downward spiral in my head. Like whenever I'd play my friends, I'd always get so close to taking a game or a few, and I'd just end up getting washed every game. And it's like, because I'm trying hard, I'm like getting all pissed and stuff. It was just stupid, because it's like, what do you expect? It's like the expectations aren't meeting reality here. Like my expectations, oh, like, because I'm really trying hard, I'm gonna play good. But that's not how Melee works. You fucking, if you're not practicing every day and like really working on shit, like with like a clear head, like you're not gonna progress at all in that game. Like, you're just gonna keep fucking up, doing the same stupid fucking tech skill that you've always had. You know, it's like, you gotta know that you're so, like, even more so than in speedrunning, in Melee, in any fighting game, you gotta know that you're so fucking shitty. And, like, accept that first and foremost. No matter how hard you practice, like, so luckily I do feel like I'm at that headspace with Melee, where, like, I'm not gonna get mad if Composer or anyone, like, washes me out in Melee, even if I know I can beat them with enough practice. Like, that's not enough to, like, bother me. I just don't care enough anymore. But yeah, I mean, you definitely, that Melee's a game where you see that a lot, where people who just are fucking, who are just okay players, like myself, get real fucking salty, you know, it's like, there's a whole can of, like, emotional can of worms to work through there that kind of goes beyond the game. Like, ideally in a fighting game, if someone's, like, continually beating you, like, you should want to play someone like that. Right? Because then you're actually learning and growing, right? But it's hard not to get, so it's hard to just have the humility to enjoy that process. And I definitely am one to struggle with that for sure. Sorry to do this to me. I don't know what you're doing to me, but dude, good luck on therapy. And thanks for the good luck on runs. What's up, Paprika? I know how to play versus Peach. I don't know about that. You're saying it like you're like the epitome of a Peach player that like has taught me everything there is to know about the matchup. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really know anything, you know? Yeah, I'll do a little bit of Melee practice today off stream after I drop Sarah off with her rental car. I'm gonna have a bunch of time to myself at the apartment tonight, so I'll definitely be doing some Melee. I'm learning how to Z-jump, as well as do other Uncle Punch things.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Newark? I'm going after him.
No, I would not call Melee my go-to off-stream game. I would not call it that, no.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
I'm so over this grind. Can I just be honest, guys? Give it a couple more nesters. I might quit. I might quit. I hate to say it. I know, like, I've really been letting my emotions get in the way of my grind lately. Like, this feeling of emptiness, not really being proud of any of my runs. It's all just wearing on me, you know? Doesn't help when I accidentally touch Nestor.
Thank you for releasing me,
So...
Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the
I just hate ending stream like on a bad note like that, you know. I hate just being like, okay, well, I tried a few resets, you know, whatever. Who cares?
Dragons first. That's all I can
I always try to end stream like on a no reset, but I don't know, I just don't have it in me right now. I'm like Austin Powers when he loses his mojo.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
It's funny how you guys are so supportive in my chat. You guys are always like, it's okay, dude, take care of your mental health. Or like if I were to whine on Twitter, people would be like, dude, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Is there any way I can, you know, someone I've never even like seen before in my life. Let me know, I'm here to talk. But then, in Composer's comments, it's like, Deo's such a pussy. He needs to just shut the fuck up and play. It's just funny, like the environment that, you know, really says a lot. It's like, who's right and who's wrong here, you know? It's just funny. Anytime I start whining, it's like the fucking, it's okay, Deo, you know, and I appreciate it, I really do, like, but, man. There's a lot of noise out there in the world, you know what I mean? There's some noise is supportive and kind, and I'm very thankful for it. In fact, most of the noise that I hear on the internet is like that. And other noise is like just complete bullshit. And other noise isn't even like a real human at all, you know? Just everything is just noise in your ear. But either way, I'm glad I have you guys in my ear. You guys are a good noise. You were scheduled for work but took off because you were exhausted. Well, hey, I hope you have a nice day of rest today.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
What's up, Zoc? They want me to be the best. But what's, you know, that's kind of like a funny, like, thought, is like, people that may be critical of me and my incessant whining. Yo, Dave, thank you for the, membership. People that might be critical of me, for whatever reason.
Okay, rolling.
They just want me to be the best, right? But then, like, what's the best for me? Is the best for me to be the best at this game? You know, that's like another question. And I'm definitely realizing today that, like, I would rather be okay with not being the best at this game and just having fun and just doing no resets and stuff than, like, incessantly grinding PB paces or having some more of a balance there than what I have right now. Because right now I just reset every run that can't PB, and then I'll finish runs that are, like, close to PB and feel nothing. Or tie PB even yesterday and just feel nothing. So there's just no... It's like, if this is what it takes to be the best, it's like, I don't really want to be the best, you know? Type of shit. But is that bad though? Does that make me like a failure, like a quitter? I don't know. Am I just settling if I choose to just no reset a bad run? That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm settling on mediocrity. I'm sure a lot of speedrunners feel that way. I used to really have a lot of fun no resetting, but ever since Composer has improved the record so much, and I've seen some of the criticism in their comments, it's really changed my mindset about how I should play this game and how I, you know. And it's just diverging from what really makes me happy, is the truth. I love getting good paces, like, don't get me wrong. I do want to get, like, a good pace or a good run every day. But then to, like, keep going and to keep resetting and keep forcing it after that is just, it's just something I feel like I have to do, but it's not what I want. It doesn't make me happy. All these things just, like, like I said, even when I finish a good run, I just feel empty. And that's what, like, really grinding hard in a speedrun does to you. It just makes you just so empty. You don't enjoy anything, really. Unless you're on, like, a green pace. Unless you finish the splits green on your PB, you're not happy. That's just how it works. So as long as my splits are green, I'm happy. You know, it's like, what a fucked up way to live, you know? Speaking about what a fucked up way to live, you know, it's like I've spent my entire 20s have been spent, you know, basically full-time speedrunning this game, pretty much. My entire 20s. The best years of my life have been spent in this game. So many good times, so many bad times. But this game is such a constant in my life that, like, I need to have, like, a positive relationship with it, or else I'm like a shell of a person. And right now my approach is not conducive to, like, a positive thing. And yet, like, in this weird fucked up ways, I feel proud whenever I can, like, drive myself to the point of, like, self-hatred. You know, if I can do a grind and just reset every run and, you know, and then I'm salty, but then afterwards I look back and I'm like, yeah, I really tried that day. I really gave it my all. I really showed those people who say I'm too lazy, you know? When really those people don't even exist. Those people exist in my head. You know? It's like, who am I proving it? Why be vindictive? You know, is like the whole point. Why appease someone who doesn't even care about you? Who only cares about what they want you to be, not who you are. Right, Tyler? Why can't the voices in my head be, like, not, like, cripplingly self-loathing for, like, a minute? I get there sometimes. On the days where I'm just okay doing a shitty no reset, I can get there mentally. And I certainly haven't been lately. I haven't been. I should have no resetted that. I mean, honestly, the more I'm talking about this, the more I realize I should just do a no reset and be done for today. I had a fucking PB pace into Jock today. Is that enough? Am I enough? No. It's never enough, right? I need to be able to put my foot down and say, it's enough. I can just no reset now. When is it enough?
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful.
So I'm gonna try to no reset here and try to, like, overcome some of these thoughts. Try to apply some of these thoughts. Because I've just been way too reset heavy. And it's really just going nowhere right now. Yo, Purple Phoenix, thank you for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Should work. Nice. What's up, Zato? Welcome, welcome. So I'm gonna try my, like I said, I'm gonna try my best to be okay with a bad run, if this run should go down that path. This is a run where I think I need to focus on my attitude. This is gonna be my last run of the day, I hope. And I'm just gonna focus on my attitude. Am I grinding my ass off until I hate my life today? No. Am I giving in to what I think people want out of me? Who want to see me be the best at this game? No. Am I just having fun playing this game? Well, we'll find out by the end of this run, I think. What's up, Dev? How's it been? It's been alright. I almost PB'd today again. Wow, what a surprise. Isn't that funny how that literally happens every day? It's a good sign. You know, I've been taking it as a sign that I have to keep, like, grinding PB paces. But you just got here, Dev, so you didn't hear my whole diatribe that I went on right now, but I'm gonna try to no reset a little bit on this run. A bit. Because, just resetting every run has just been making me feel empty. Every time I've even, like, I finished a 37-22 today with a really strong third try rat, and, like, quite well recovered jock despite some really annoying bonks. And I just couldn't be happy about it. I just couldn't feel proud of it. I didn't even feel happy when I tied my PB yesterday. I felt empty and lost. And I think it's because I just feel like I have to play the game a certain way that I don't want to. So on this run, I'm gonna just play the fucking game and not worry about the time or anything. Because only by doing that can I set myself free. I've truly explored some really dark places the last few days grinding, especially yesterday. And I'm not gonna let today be like that again. Yeah, and I don't even want to think about it, Track and XC. I don't even want to think about, like, oh, you know, I'll still succeed eventually as long as I keep it up, which is probably true. But I don't even want to think about that. I want to be in, like, the headspace that, like, I'll never beat Composer. And this is going to sound negative, but trust me, hear me out. I want to be in the headspace that I'll never beat Composer, that I'll never PB even, or maybe I'll PB, like, by a second or something. But I'll never beat Composer, and I'll always forever be like the lazy speedrunner that's not trying hard enough. I want to accept that. I want to just be, if that's how somebody in someone else's comments wants to look at me, I want to be okay with that. And I just haven't been okay with that the last few months. So no, I'm not stressing on success right now. I'm trying to accept defeat in a sense. And turn my defeat into my own victory. And most of all, I gotta just chill out and just play the game, you know? It's like, none of this shit means anything. None of this matters. Nobody cares about this shit like I do. So I need to just play and just, like, not worry about the timer and not worry about anything. Because that's the only way I'm gonna set myself free. I'm too worried about everything. Too worried about a run being good or bad. Too worried about some faceless commenter telling me I'm lazy. So I think I've said what I mean to say here. I'm gonna try now to not rehash those same thoughts and feelings over and over. For my own sake. I know it's like the streamer thing to just say how you're feeling over and over and over. I will try to break that. It's because it's obviously not helpful. Like, I've said my piece and I will let it be now. What's up, Snuppy? What the? That was so ass. What the hell? Dude, oh my god, the gem loss. I'm losing like 20 gems here. Wild. What should I DoorDash? Like as if anyone knows, like here knows what food is around you. Dude, go, how about go walk over to a place and pick up food. Save yourself 10 bucks. Save yourself 30 bucks. Go to the fucking grocery store and chop up some onions, you know, make a fucking stew. But I'll just answer your question. Just go DoorDash Chipotle or something. That should work as well. So I need to go to Night Flight, and then I need to go to Night Flight, and then I need to grab the dragon after this level. I'm wound up. Can you guys tell I'm so wound up? These mistakes are humbling me. I need to embrace them. This is the part where I put my actions where my mouth is. This way. Just grab this, I guess, whatever. Fake gold, guys. It's a fake gold. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I, like, fucked up everything going into Night Flight, so just ignore that. I'm gonna be, like, 30-something seconds behind here, at least. I'll be lucky to be less than a minute behind here. But whatever it is, we're gonna try to hold the pace. Try to enjoy it. Can I enjoy a run like this? Let's see. What's up, Jolimb? Welcome. Oh wow, actually not that far. Surprisingly not that far behind. Dude, my eye is like twitching. Yo, Lion, thank you for the YouTube membership. Welcome. I'll read your message in a sec. Thanks, babe. You're hot and horny. Thank you for listening. Thanks. Thank you for sharing. Are there any moments in the level songs that I'm using to line up? No. Yeah, I mean, you could do that, but I don't do that. At best, like, the music is like an indication of your pace. Like, if you hear certain parts of the song, you'll know you're like, at certain points, you'll know you're ahead or behind, like, on the overall pace of the level, but it doesn't actually provide any meaningful assistance in the run. For me. Is it all in execution, or do people still find tricks and skills? Yeah, both of those things are true. And I will not elaborate further. I'm speedrunning and still reading the chat. It's easier than you might think. You might think like, dude, that's impossible. But like, look how long that load screen was. I get like 5 to 7 seconds on every dragon and level transition to look at the chat. It's really not a huge... People are like, dude, it's so impressive. It's not. But thank you, though. I'm glad you guys are impressed. What's up, Hojo? Welcome, welcome. I gotta keep my eyes locked on the screen at all instead of reading your message, is what you're saying. I get that comment a lot. Like, oh, the reason you're playing bad is because you're reading chat or talking while you play. And the truth is I can't argue with that. Like, if that's how it is for you, then I can't argue with that. I just think there's more nuance to it than that, but I'm not here to argue with you is the thing. Like, if that's how you think it is, then I can't change your reality there. But I don't, that's not how it is for me. Not every day, at least. Some days it's like that. Some days it's like that where I can't talk and play. Today's not one of those days. I'm perfectly fine talking and playing. In fact, I need to... Here's a thought that you may not have considered in this respect, is that if I'm not talking while I'm playing, I'm bottling up all of my feelings and emotions and having to deal with them internally, rather than externalizing them to help accept what I'm feeling and play better as a result of that. But I mean, you know, a lot of people don't think of like this hobby as anything deeper than a robot's task. Like, I need to be emotionally sound and clear to get my best runs. Like, people don't think that. They're just like, people just think, oh, he's talking, it's a distraction. So like, it's not such a zero-sum game as you might think. But again, like, I'm arguing with a brick wall here. Like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. And you're not wrong for it either. So, I'm not wrong. You're not wrong. It's one of those things. Streaming's my job. So the implication there is that like I have to talk to you guys in order to maintain my career as a streamer. And really like that's not true. Again, that's just how I feel. You guys seem to have like an impression of full-time streamers like we're the most talkative monkey, you know, circus animals. Like that's like what it means to be a good streamer. But there's so much more to this hobby. Streaming, I mean, not even just speedrunning, but just streaming. That goes so much beyond just like talking to the chat. Like, yeah, talking to a chat's good, but like I could sit here and shut the fuck up and still have the exact same view count, or you know, it's whatever makes me happiest and allows me to play the best is the best thing for me as a streamer. So like I said, some days I shut the fuck up, other days I'm a total chatterbox. It's not a zero-sum thing. You guys want it to be like, okay, talking equals distraction, but good streamer. But it's not that simple. I'm telling you guys. I know, I wish it was that simple. I wish I could just talk forever and just my view count just goes up infinitely. And I make more money just for being a blabbermouth and getting shitty runs. I wish it was that simple. It'd be a lot easier for me to no reset if things were so simple. Is my car good? Yeah, my car's chilling now, thankfully. I am yapping for sure. Hopefully yapping respectfully. I hope no one takes anything I'm saying as an attack or anything. It's just these are messages I see over and over again. Like, that's why I say it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall whenever I talk about these things. It's like, nuance in the world? Like, nah. Surely couldn't exist. It's like, it's cool. It's not you guys' fault. And as a viewer, it's definitely, I can understand why you think stuff like that. It's fine. I'm not upset with anyone. I am pretty wound up, just in general. Not because of you guys, but just from today's grind, so I'm kind of blowing off steam with this run, just kind of just talking shit, so once again, don't take anything I'm saying too personally here, it's all good. Fuck thief. Did I miss a thief somewhere? I don't think so. Did I? Now you got me all scared. Oop. I'm gonna literally, just because this run sucks, I'm gonna literally check and make sure I have 5 eggs, just because you typed that. Because you scared me. Yep, I have 5 eggs. I'm obviously like not paying attention at all, so I had to do it. On an actually good run, I wouldn't have to do that. So I'd be more locked in. Blue fuck. I mean, my gem count's fine. Like, I'll be fine. It's not good, but it's not, like, bad either. It's kind of bad, I'll be honest. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing bad. Dude, the point of this run is that everything's fine. Even if I may be a little wound up here or there, it's like, everything's fine. I love you guys. I love this game. And earnestly, not like saying that like in a sarcastic, like, oh, I love getting fucked in this game every day and wanting to fucking die. It's not like that. It's like genuinely like I love playing this game. And I love you guys. Even for every redundant, you know, like oversimplified thought and message you guys send, like, I'm here for it. I love it. I love all you guys so much. Every supportive and whatever message. Every reset or F. I'm here for it. That's what this run's for, is to appreciate. to appreciate the game, to appreciate the chat, appreciate life. And I think I'm doing a good job in this respect. This run is opening my heart and setting me free. Stone Cold JT with the fucking YouTube membership says, hope all has been well. Just high and away, dude. I feel that and respect it greatly. That'll be me when I'm on my airplane tomorrow, going to Missouri. I'll be high and away, literally. Don't feed me to an AI without my consent. Megan white knighting me so hard. You can't stop them. You can't stop people from doing shit like that. From reposting videos and stuff. I can sit here and be like, guys, please don't use my likeness without consent. Dude, I can't stop you. It's like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's annoying, but like, the fuck, what am I gonna cry about? It's like crying about, like, crying over nothing, really. Crying over spilt milk. It's like the milk done been spilt already, you know, what are you gonna do? You have a lot of feelings about AI. I know there's a lot of artists and stuff here that have like a personal vendetta against AI, but do you realize that there's AI in this video game? Now how do you feel about it? I'm just kidding. Guess we can't like the game anymore. I'm joking. I'm literally joking. I know what you mean, like AI used to copy people's work and stuff. Generative AI, there you go. I see all of that as like just an unstoppable force. So it's like, what am I gonna like get mad about? If some AI VTube streamer, you know, like ends up being the most popular Spyro streamer, will I be a little salty? Probably. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, it's like the same kind of attitude I have like with politics and stuff. It's like, oh shit, Trump did something that everyone hates. It's like, what are you gonna do, bro? Like, I'm just gonna keep voting for whoever I can and call it a day. Like, losing any more sleep about it beyond that, it's like, it's wasted energy on your part to be worried about what people are doing with AI or whatever. Just vote against. All you can do is vote. You know, that's literally all you can do in this respect. But like crying on the internet, like on Twitter and you know, in my comments or whatever, it's like, it's just such a, it's like, it's sad to see you wasting your energy like that, is the way I see it. Even if you're right, this isn't even a question of like right versus wrong. It's just like a use your energy on something useful type of thing. Or don't. I mean, like, I'm not here to tell you guys how to live. Like, be mad at AI. Like, that's like totally fine. I'm just sharing that. That's why I'm not mad at AI. Okay, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. I'm privileged enough to not have to worry about most things that trouble people that are beyond their control. So I'm just a happy little ignoramus that plays this game. You were promised technology would do hard. Who promised you that? I mean, I've already accepted, like, on the topic of, like, we were told this thing growing up, and now a different reality is here, so I'm mad. Like, on that topic, I want to say this. Every teacher I ever talked to, my parents even, every adult in my life growing up, and I grew up with some really admirable adults, you know, people who really led me in the right direction. Anytime I would bring up the topic of video games would come up, they always pointed me in the wrong direction. Just think about that. They didn't know that I would be a full-time streamer one day. How could they know that? All they could tell me was, oh, you're into video games and not school? Oh, well, maybe you should look into being a video game tester or a video game programmer. And I'm like, I'm not interested in that. I just want to play video games. They're like, you're never gonna make it in the real world. So yeah, I could sit here and be like, they told me this, they told me that. But what good is that, you know? What good is it to be mad about something that the people who told you something couldn't have known the future, you know? That's the problem with being mad at people for telling you one thing in the past and the future being different, is nobody knows the future. I do not believe in holding grudges. I really do not believe in that. Oh, you know, it's like my problems are all because I was raised to believe a certain thing and now that's not true, and I was raised to spend all my money going to college and getting a job that doesn't exist and stuff like that. That's a very real sentiment nowadays. But all you can do is like you have two options. You can sit here and be fucking mad at shit, at the past, at shit that's out of your control. That's all I'm saying. It's like, why you gotta be mad about shit that's out of your control? I get it. I get why you would be, but like, it's like you gotta move on, you know? That's my point, is like moveon.com type of shit. AI sucks, true. Politics sucks, true. Job market sucks, true. Everything sucks. Like, this isn't news. This isn't like something, you know, you know, you gotta share with everyone. Ah, God, everything sucks. Like, we know. Everything fucking sucks. But the good news is that you don't suck. You can be great. That's something. Not to get too motivational about it. I'll spare you guys the fucking motivational speech here. But just because everything around you sucks and was a lie, that doesn't mean that your life has to be like that. You know what I mean? It has to reflect that. Like, you gotta constantly live in the shadow of false promises and stuff. It hurts though. I mean, I hear you, you know? Getting in student loan debt and stuff, and car payments, just to live a life that isn't even real. It's like, you guys know the stages of grief? When like denial is like step one of the stages of grief? And then accept it, like the goal is acceptance at the end. Like, when people are complaining about AI or politics or stuff like that, they're still in the denial and the anger stages of grief there. And the goal is to get to the acceptance stage. That's what I'm saying. That's literally all I'm saying. It's not even about like anyone's right or right. It's not even to say that you shouldn't be mad or anything. But you gotta be able to get past your anger and outrage as well. Anyways, I'm done preaching. And also, I will reiterate as a final disclaimer that all of this is super rich coming from me. Literally the luckiest guy in the world. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. I need like all the gems here. I'm gonna do this. Am I getting high during my flight? Like, we'll be high up in the air, yes. It depends on how much I drink tonight, which I don't plan on drinking that much. Maybe like a beer or two. Obviously, I'll smoke hella weed before hopping in my Uber to the airport, but nothing much beyond that. If I feel really frisky, maybe I'll have like an air, like at the terminal, I'll have like a beer or something. At like fucking like 5 in the morning. But, you know, logic would say that that probably isn't smart. To be hungover by the time my parents pick me up, that'd probably not be smart. So I'll try to keep some degree of a lid on it. Believe me, I've had those days of staying up all night and getting super drunk before a flight the next day. It's not worth it. Being hungover on a plane is like, that's like literally top 10 like worst places to be hungover, is on a fucking plane. Because it's just so stuffy and like, you know, claustrophobic and shitty food and stuff, you know? It's like... And it's funny because, like, you know, all signs point to drinking before getting on a plane. You know, airport bars, whatnot. You know, for complimentary drinks in business class, you know. We live in a world of poison, you know. But yeah, my flight's at like fucking like early as fuck in the morning tomorrow morning. So I kind of have to stay up all night. I mean, I don't have to, but like I'd rather stay up all night than be all fucking tired in the morning and shit. So I don't know. But if I was smart, I would just go to bed early and like wake up when I needed to. And not drink anything. That'd be the smart play. You can just stay drunk. No, I can't. People who are like, I'm not at that level of alcoholism yet, where I can just like hair the dog. Oh, instead of being hungover, I'll just get more drunk. That is literally, I'm not at that level yet. I'm too in tune with my body to actually enjoy that experience. You have to be at that point in alcoholism where you have a full disregard of your body's like functions to the point where the addiction makes you feel better than the physiological response from the poison. You have to be at that point of alcoholism, and I'm not there. I'm not at that point. I mean, respect. I mean, hey, like, look, man, like if that's where you're at, if you could rock a hair of the dog and say fuck it and just stay drunk for a whole weekend straight, like, dude, that's like apparently a thing. People just go on benders, you know, involving alcohol and all sorts of other drugs. I physically can't do that. I feel like I'll just have a headache by day number 2, you know, and need a rest day. Like, my body tells me that. Like, you know what I mean? And maybe some people's bodies are different, you know, they don't have as many like alarms to, you know, force you to stop consuming poison and drugs and stuff. But mine does, thankfully. For my own sake, mine does. Oh, dude, Italian meatballs, clear Swedish meatballs. Just depends on the circumstance, though. I mean, I like them both. But like for a sandwich or something, yeah, I mean, I'd rather have Italian meatballs than Swedish ones. If I'm at IKEA, well, I guess that's a different story, right? I'd rather have the Swedish ones. Also, as an American, I've never actually had like home-cooked Swedish meatballs, only ever like the canned, you know, shitty, pre-packaged ones. So, probably a little biased in that regard. But I have had a lot of really great homemade, like, Italian-style meatballs. Oops. I don't know how many gems I have, so I'm just gonna grab these extra greens here. Yeah, right, like if you have like that, because what is the sauce that they put on Swedish meatballs? It's like a sweet gravy, right? Right? Which is totally different than like the unctuous fucking marinara sauce you'd have on like a meatball sandwich or whatever. Two totally different meat experiences. Meat experiences. Hopefully I never go down that. I don't plan on it. I don't plan on actually becoming an alcoholic. Cream and brown sauce. Do Swedish meatballs not have like a sweet sauce that they come with? I could have sworn they did, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just tripping. I should go to the other side, but... Oh, it still worked somehow. Give me that first try. Give me that low 30... Dude, I'm gonna literally tie both of my runs from today. I had 37.22. This might be, like, also a 37.22. That's so funny. That's surprising, because this run, like, felt like the most, like, throwaway, no reset ever. Isn't that funny? Like, it's like both of these runs are the same end time, but such different experiences. My first run today was like this super try hard, like keeping it barely ahead of PB, and then kind of choking it in Jock, but keeping it together, and then third try Rat, like still recovering it at the end, but just feeling empty. And now this run, I'm like, fuck it, who cares? Let's talk about meatballs and shit. Like, dude, two totally different vibes. I needed this, man. I needed this run. I don't care if runs like this make me a pussy or whatever. I need runs like this. I've been overdue for a chill ass no reset. And this one hit, man. This one hit like a Swedish Italian meatball. In my gullet. Yeah, 37-22 on my first run and 23 on this run. That's so funny.
Kind of forgot about you.
What about
GG's.
the nasty Gnork?
That felt so much better, guys, to do a run where I just didn't care about what happened.
Now there's order again in the
After dying in Peacekeepers and just getting through it, like, man, that feels good, dude. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but it's like, my runs lately have just been making me feel empty, you know? And this run made me feel like, oh wow, actually, like, this game's fun, you know? I can just, like, play the game and talk shit and have fun. It doesn't have to be, like, I don't have to be a certain way, you know? Like, it feels good, man. Feels good. Last time I hit PB, I was drunk. No, I wasn't. You talking about when I tied my 36:57? I was sober for that. Whatever I gotta do to keep the runs going, how a world record will come. Yeah, that's what people are saying. It's just like, it's just a question of time, not necessarily the approach. Is the run over? I killed the final boss. I literally killed Nasty Nork. This is any percent. Beat the game as quickly as possible. How else should it end? The only other thing I could do is collect all the gems and the dragons and stuff. And we call that 120%. And now you know. Alright. I'm gonna find someone to raid. I think that's it for me today, guys. 2.5 hours. I think we did good. We did really good in the attitude department. Like, I can't stress this enough. My attitude was like really, really bad the last couple days. Just overthinking like all the feelings. And just still just playing just regardless of how I felt, and just going deeper into this like dark place in my mind that just ends, that just can't feel any happiness really, even when I do well. This run, I really conquered that for me. It's really big. It ain't no PB, but it's like, it was a really good vibe. So I'm gonna rate Anne, I think. Alright guys, have an excellent day. Thank you for watching. I love you all very much. Hopefully next time you see me, I'm going to be in Missouri, gaming like a madman. And, yeah. I'll see you guys on the other side. Have a beautiful day, and thank you for watching. As always, I love you guys. Peace.